Hey everybody, it's Kalymnios here from thethoughtgym.com, here helping you become that superhuman leader that I know that you can be. And this week I'm going to share with you a book of the month. It's a book that I'm rereading now for probably about the third or fourth time, and the reason I'm reading it right now is because I'm actually on a course designed to explore the topic of the book a little bit more. It is a book that has been around for a very, very long time, or at least a story that has been around for a very long time. In fact, it's been around for over 2,500 years. It predates pretty much all religion, and it is called this. It is called the Bhagavad Gita. This is one version of it. There are many different versions of it, and it is a sacred Indian text. It's a short story, if you like, which is contained within a much larger story about a massive war that happened many thousands of years ago. And in fact, the larger story is, I think, like 2 or 5 or 10 times the size of the Iliad and the Odyssey, if you're familiar with Homer's work, combined. But this is a short story, and this tells the story of a prince called Arjuna, and he has to go to battle. And effectively, the opposing people in the battle are some of his relatives, his cousins, his former teachers, things like that, and he doesn't want to do battle. He's a prince and it's his obligation, but he doesn't actually want to kill the others. And his chariot rider, or his chariot driver, is called Krishna, and he is effectively the God incarnate. And what the whole Bhagavad Gita is about the story and the learning and the teaching that Krishna gives to Arjuna around why he has to go and do battle. And really, some of the main teachings that come out of this are that really it's his responsibility, it's his duty to do this, but he can't become attached to the fruits of his actions. So this is a life lesson that we need to learn, is that we are only responsible for effectively our actions, our attitude, our energy into something, but we are not responsible, and we don't have control over the fruits of those actions, the rewards. So we can't become attached to what will or won't happen. I can't be attached to whether this video gets 100,000 views. All I can do is control the video and the effort that I'm putting into this video right now. And we find this throughout life. Anything that we have as a challenge quite often can be traced back to this idea of us doing something and wanting something in return, having this level of expectation. And this concept of effectively being responsible for what you're able to be responsible for and letting go of everything else is something that crops up time and time again in other personal development books. I was referencing the chimp paradox not that long ago with people by Dr. Steve Peters, who worked with Olympians, and he said the same thing. Just control the effort and let the outcome take care of itself. And another good friend of mine, Leon Taylor, who is an Olympic medalist, won silver in diving in the 2004 Olympics. He, when he came to speak at a group that I run, was talking about his diving, and in his Olympics in 2004, he was just responsible for how he was going to dive, how he was going to prepare everything else. So when he took his second from last dive with his dive partner, and they were doing the synchronized diving, they didn't go and look up at the scoreboard after they got out of the water. They just went straight to the hidden pool area. They relaxed, they did all of their preparation, and they took no notice of anything else that was going on. They went into that last dive, not knowing this, but they were in 4th place. Had they known that, he told me that he probably, because he came 4th in the previous 2 Olympics, he would have just probably not got his silver medal. So he didn't know what position he was in the table going into that last dive, but he was just focused on what he could control, controlling the controllables, as it were, and not being attached to the outcome, but just letting the outcome come as a result of what's going on. I hope that makes sense. That is one of the main teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. There are many others, such as the transient nature of life, and if you're familiar with my stories about this too shall pass, I'll link to a couple of videos for you to know more about that. Again, it's teaching from here. You can learn a lot about life, if not almost everything you need to know about life, from this simple book. This is the Stephen Mitchell translation, doesn't have any descriptions in it. There are many other types of Bhagavad Gita translations, some with the Sanskrit, some with explanation. but I do recommend getting yourself a copy, understanding it, maybe delving into it a little bit deeper, and you may find that the wisdom it contains will help you on your journey in life. That's it for now. Please do remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, comment on this video as well. I love to hear from you and what other videos you want me to produce. So until next time, have a fantastic week and I'll see you very soon. Stay strong, stay super.